It's time to end Madden 23 on a high note. What's up, guys, and welcome to episode number 2 of this Madden 23 Play Now series. And today, this is obviously my last Madden 23 video, because I just said that, and it says it in the title. As the matchup is the matchup you see on the screen. It's going to be the Lions, or it's going to be the Detroit Lions versus the Green Bay Packers, NFC North, obviously, matchup. Two NFC North rivals. Obviously, it was between, Packers-Bears, Packers-Vikings, or Packers-Lions. The Bears, I think it would just be too easy because the Bears are garbage, and Aaron Rodgers owns the Bears. The Lions, they're decent. The Vikings, they're the Vikings, but I'm gonna play the Lions. As overall, and by the way, I'm also going off the overall. We're in 82, they're 79. Bears are like 73, Vikings 85. So I was like, I'll just go to the team that's a little below us. This is last season's rosters. So Aaron Rodgers is still on the Packers in this game. They still have him, Aaron Rodgers. They still have Robert Tonyan, Randall Cobb, Allen Lazard, and all the players they had last season are still on the Packers in this game because this is still Madden 23. Madden 24 comes out August 18th, 9 days from now. It comes out next Friday. 9 days for me at least, but it comes out next Friday. So yeah, the difficulty will be Pro. I know it's Rookie, Pro, All Pro, and All Madden. It will be Pro. The play call will be enhanced. So my last ever game with Aaron Rodgers, as the Packers quarterback at least. I might use him as, you never know, my fantasy hero franchise in Madden 24, I might have him, or if I play a game with the Jets, I don't know. But this will be my last ever, most likely, unless I somehow play with Aaron Rodgers as a Packer, Madden 24 at some point, which could happen if I traded for him, or somehow I ended up back on the Packers. But, yeah, last game ever I'm going to be playing with Aaron Rodgers on the Packers, at least, most likely. But yeah, 6-minute quarters, 1 p.m. will be the kickoff, 1 p.m. Eastern, the clear skies, 6-minute quarters like I said. So yeah, Lions at Packers here in my last Madden 23 video. Let's go. As my previous, the last Madden 23 video I uploaded was the Super Bowl in Season 2 of my Packers franchise. And it was Packers-Chargers, and the Packers won 21-14, and Aaron Rodgers was still our quarterback, so he tentatively ended his Packers career in that game with a Super Bowl championship. That video was over a month ago. Let's watch it for ignition. Alan Roach. Here we go, Jared Goff and the Lions versus Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. This is, in this game, in this reality, this is Aaron Rodgers' last game as a Packer. Obviously, in real life, his last game as a Packer was against the Lions in Week 18 of last season in a loss. If we won that game in Week 18 against the Lions, the Packers were going to go to were going to make it to the playoffs, but unfortunately, we lost that game and we missed the playoffs. Now here's Nitson. On the return, it's it's about 35-yard return because he took it about 3 yards in the end zone up to the 32-yard line. And here comes Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers one last time. Obviously, in real life, he's already on the Jets. And then, like I said, his last game was Week 18 of last season against the Lions, where the Packers lost. They finished last season 8-9. Would have made the playoffs if we beat the Lions in Week 18. And we had a lead, but lost. It was unfortunate. Here we go. But now we have Jordan Love as QB in real life. There's Aaron Rodgers' first throw. 8 yards, 2nd down and 2. Obviously, in my Packers franchise in Madden 24, it will be Jordan Love. Yeah. Here we go, 2nd and 2. Here's a throw, and it's caught Watson. So it's Lazard for 8, then Watson for 5, and it's a 1st down. So we still have Watson. But, we still have Watson, Dobbs, Jones, Dillon. Here's Jones. Jones trying at the outside. Got 1. Yeah, so we don't have Rodgers anymore. Tanyan, Cobb, Lazard, Mercedes Lewis went to the Bears. Robert Tanyan went to the Bears, and then obviously Rodgers traded to the Jets, and then Lazard and Cobb both signed with the Jets. Here we go. Here's a throw to Lazard. He's got it. He lost 2 guys. Touchdown. Alan Lazard lost 2 guys. Caught the ball and then got by both of them, as both of them ended up on the ground. I mean, he lost 2 guys. Well, at least 1 guy, but then after he caught it, both guys tried to tackle him, but they both failed. And Lazard was untouched into the end zone after that. And the Packers strike first, not even 2 minutes into the game. Wind is 3 miles per hour, blowing from left to right. Here's Crosby, who's no longer on the and here's Crosby with the extra point, as Crosby's no longer on the team as well. I think he might have retired, or if he hasn't retired officially yet, he's not on a team right now, I don't think. As his contract was up and the Packers didn't re-sign him, and I think they drafted a kicker in the draft, or they signed one via free agency. But here's Crosby, who's still in the Packers, like I said, in this game. Back is number 42 for Detroit. He'll take it out from about 3 yards deep. Green grass in front of him, but it's closed. Up to the 26. 406 to go in the first. And it's 7-0 Packers. And here's Goff and the Lions. Goff and the Lions offense. Here we go. 1st and 10. And there's a throw. That ball's going to be caught. And it's going to be a 1st down to St. Brown. Not Epininius St. Brown, his brother, I'm pretty sure. It's the brother of that St. Brown. Here we go. 1st and 10. And there's a run by Swift. And he got 2, 7 down and 8. We're pushing that for point out the 1st quarter. 7-0 Packers. Here we go, Goff. Plenty of time. Oh, I thought that was picked off. As number 6 dropped it. But now it's 3rd down. They died it to the 47 for a 1st. 3rd and 8. And here's a throw. That's up in the air, incomplete. Almost picked off again. And it's 4th and 8. As the Lions got 1 1st down, but then stall out after back-to-back incompletions on 2nd and 3rd down, and 2:59 to go in the 1st quarter, and we get the ball back. Here's the punt. Back is Nitson again. He's a deadly returner. He was in real life towards the end of last season, and that's going to be about sits on the return. A 43-yard punt sits on the return. So the Lions got net of 37 yards from our own 20. 2:50 to go in the 1st quarter. 7-0 Packers here at Lambeau. Here's a throw over the middle, and Tanyan's got it. Down to the 35. Rodgers 4 for 4, 82 yards and a TD so far through 4 minutes. From the 35, as he got 15 or 14 or something like that. Here there's a throw, tight window, but Watson's got it. Rodgers now at 99 yards, and we're already at the Detroit 49-yard line. Rodgers doing what he does best, pit-potting in defenses. 2 yards for Jones. Now Rodgers throws it up for grabs, and it's picked off. As he was on the run, and it was inaccurate. Tackled by, I believe, Watson. But it's picked off by number 1, the safety, or the cornerback, as that was thrown way offline. And they take it over to 38 with 70 seconds to go in the first quarter. Throw over the middle and caught. Tackled by Savage. Look, that was 21 yards already to our 41. Final minute here in the first quarter now. And counting. Halfback toss to the right, and the Panthers busted it up. Rashawn Derry loss of 4 yards. Swift now has 2 rushes, netted at 2 yards. Officially, it was netted at 4 yards on that run. And it's 2nd and 14 from our 44. Empty backfield for Goff now. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right here, 5 wide. On 2nd and 14, it's caught, and he down a good chunk of it back. 10 yards, 3rd and 4 now from our 35. That will be the end of the first quarter. 7-0 Packers, but the Lions are on the move. Here we go, 3rd down for the Lions. Can we stop them and force a field goal, or will they get the first down? Got it to the 31 for a first. 3rd and 4 from the 35. And that ball's going to be caught, but he is going to be short by a yard. They might go for that, as he got 3, but he needed 4. It's 4th and 1. And it says they're going for it, and they are. They only need a yard, but they are going for it. 2 guys in the backfield, including, I think, a former Packer, and they're going to run it right up the gut. And that was the Jamal Williams, the former Packer, and he got like 4 yards. First down. So Ronan Williams, Jamal Williams, and got the first down on 4th and 1. And Goff, wide open, is number 4, and he's down, still going, down to the 11, down to the 12, rather. 1st and 10, Detroit, as they're moving on this Packers defense. And remember, they also did the ball after halftime. First down will be at the 2-yard line. And now, Kenny Clark, that was me, busted right in. No gain. Here we go, 2nd and 10 now from the 12 after the no gain. It's been a long drive here. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Halfback toss, but that's blown up. That is blown up as he lost 6 yards. Now he has a total of netted of 8 yards. And now it's 3rd and like 17. He didn't miss anything. It is, I believe, 3rd and 16. Yeah, 3rd and 16 from the 18. They got it to the 2-yard line for a first. So he lost no gain and then lost a 6. I mean, you would think it would be a passing situation, almost certainly it is. Here's a throw, and it's caught, and he kept his feet going as he broke the tackle, stayed upright, and he got 16. That's what he needed, and it's 1st and goal from the 2. My goodness, how do you not make that tackle? As he broke the tackle, stayed upright, and got the first down, and now that is not a touchdown. Good play by Lancaster, who may or may not be on the team now. I don't know. I know Kenny Clark is still, and Rashawn Derry is just coming back from a torn ACL, but I don't know if Lancaster's still on the team or not. Here we go, 2nd and going out from the 2. It's a long drive. There's 2.5 minutes to go in the half. This has been like a 6-minute drive, and that's going to be a touchdown as he wiggled his way through everyone. Swift wiggled his way through everyone and scored. And we are an extra point away from tying, and we are an extra point away from a tie game. Swift wiggled through everyone. Extra point, good, and we're tied at 7 apiece. A 4-minute and 43-second drive as they turn the interception by Rodgers into a touchdown. And we're tied at 7 apiece. 2:27 on the clock, though. All 3 timeouts and a 2-minute warning. Plenty of time for any quarterback, but opposite, it's plenty of time for any quarterback, but especially Aaron Rodgers. This is like a millennium, how much time he has left. Here we go. Let's say a touchdown. No interceptions. That was an interception. That was my bad. As I just checked it up. Well, I didn't check it up. The guy was open. The problem is the throw was offline because he was on the run. Here we go. Rodgers back to his normal self. Watson. As he spun around 2 guys, but then the 3rd guy came in and... But yeah, that was a good play. That'll be the 2-minute warning. 7-7, but the Packers are on the move. And remember, the Lions get the ball after halftime, so it's pivotal if we score here, or it's pivotal that we score here. Here we go, from the 43, Detroit, all 3 timeouts for both teams. Here we go, here's a throw! And that was the play I ran earlier. That was the same play as Rodgers that I ran when Rodgers threw the interception. I was throwing to Lazard that time. The only problem is it was on the run, like I said, so that's why I was offline. Here we go, a minute and a half to go. Jones down to the 10. 1:25 to go. It'll be 2nd and 4 here. No, correction. I ran this play Z curl when I threw the interception. I was throwing the Lazard. Here we go. The primary receiver is Watson on the right side circle. Here we go. I don't know how I'm gonna throw it. Depends who's open here. Depends who's open. Now Rodgers dot outside. Rodgers, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 6. 59 seconds to go. It will be a first down. First and over from the 6. He took the hit. Thought I could get in there, but no, I cannot. And Jones got about halfway there. More than halfway, down to the 2. I'm going to let the clock run, because if we score as little time as possible, that would be good. Give the Lions no time. 45 seconds to go. I'm going to snap it right now, and Jones is in. Touchdown. As he broke the plane, as the ball broke the plane, and the Panthers are back out in front. That was a halfback gut, as Aaron Jones ran it up the gut on the halfback gut. And it's 14-7 Panthers. 39 seconds to go in the half. Lions still have time, though, here. All 3 timeouts. And they did the ball to start the second half. Here's Crosby on the kick. 14-7. Wish it was. I mean, it could be a 2-touchdown game if I didn't throw the interception, but can't do anything about it now. Touchback. Here comes Jared Goff on the offensive end. Here we go. 39 seconds, all 3 timeouts for Detroit. Down by 7 here. Here we go. And here's a throw, and that ball's going to be caught. And the Lions will call their first timeout as that's up to midfield. Well, their own 44-yard line, so near midfield. Come on. Here we go, and here's a throw. That ball's going to be caught. 5 yards, 2nd and 5 from the 49, out of bounds. Clock will stop. It's from their own 49, but still got 5 yards. Come on. The Lions at least looking for 3 points here. Half a minute. Here we go. There's a throw. That ball's caught. Second timeout used for Detroit as they're on the edge of field goal range now. One timeout left, but obviously, even though it's still trying to be out of bounds here. Plenty of time for Goff, and that ball's caught inbounds down to the 31. 18 seconds, and they're not calling their final timeout. They might. I don't know what's going to happen here. And there's 8 seconds, and now they call their final timeout. With I believe 7 seconds. They might just kick it here. I'm not sure. And it says they're kicking it. And they are going to kick it. I'm going to ice them. So I'm going to ice them. There should be an iced angle here, but I think the only reason the iced angle won't pop up is because it's the first half and not the second half. Or the second quarter, not the fourth quarter or overtime. I think the iced angle only happens in the fourth quarter and in overtime. This is a 47-yard field goal, 48-yard field goal. And the kick is no good, as he missed it to the left. As he missed a 48-yard field goal or 47-yard field goal. It had enough lead, most likely, but it was wide to the left. And the Packers take over from where he kicked it at the 38-yard line, so it was a 48-yard field goal. 4 seconds. I'm just going to throw up a Hail Mary. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, 10 of Hail Marys. So he missed a 48-yard field goal, and now we have a Hail Mary chance. Here we go. That prevent defense for Detroit. Last play of the half, unless there's a defensive foul. I'm going to throw it up to a melee of people, and it bounces around, but it's incomplete. We're at halftime. 14-7 Packers over the Lions here in Green Bay. And here's Jonathan Coachman. Here we go, second half, 12 minutes to go because it's 6-minute quarters, like I said. And like I said, also, the Lions get the ball to start the second half with the Panthers up 14-7. Here we go, number 42 is back. He'll return it again about 3 yards deep in the end zone. And he is tackled by multiple players, including Quay Walker, who had, after that, had 2 ejections last season, including, he had 2 ejections last year. First one was when the Panthers were playing the Chiefs in Kansas City. And then that was the first one. The second one was in Week 18 when he pushed a Lions staffer. Here we go, and now a sack! Devondre Campbell, a loss of 13, and it's second down and 23. On the first play of the half, it's first play from scrimmage, it's a Devondre Campbell sack. But yeah, the second Quay Walker ejection happened in Week 18 against the Lions at Lambeau. And here's a throw, that ball's caught. Now it's third down and 12, they got 11 there. But he pushed the Detroit Lions like staffer, like someone of their member of their medical personnel, and he got flagged for it, and he got ejected. And that happened in Week 18, and he said he was thinking about it all off-season long, and that ball's picked off. And it's Jair Alexander breaks the tackle down the sideline, and he's gone. Touchdown, Pitsits. Jair Alexander, the star cornerback, and it's 20-7. As he picked it off and then returned it, the 30 yards for the touchdown, the 30 yards give or take for the touchdown, and we're up by 13. And the PATO made our lead 14 at 21-7. As both quarterbacks have thrown an interception. The one by Goff is a pit sits by Alexander. Lions will get the ball back right now, obviously, as it's now 21-7 Packers after the pit sits. But yeah, Quay Walker said he was thinking about those 2 ejections all offseason long, but he knows he has to move on, obviously. Here we go. And hopefully he does, because we don't want any ejections of pushing coaches or anyone, really. So, let's see how the Packers do in real life. The real life 2023 season is like about a month away. So, I'm excited for it, especially because Aaron Rodgers is no longer in the Packers. So there's not all that craziness. So, now we have Jordan Love, obviously starting his first this will be his first season as an NFL starter, obviously. So let's see how he does. And here's a throw by Goff, who's been on the Lions since I believe his first year was 2021. So he's been on the Lions 2 years. Both years they didn't make the playoffs, but they have high hopes this year. And they're a decent team. 3rd and inches now. I didn't realize that wasn't a first down. So it's 3rd and inches, and it's a sack, strip sack, where Sean Gary's got the ball. And we take over at the Lions 21. As they passed it on 3rd and inches. That was surprising they passed that on 3rd and inches. But they did. And it was a strip sack. And we take over at the 21. 2 turnovers for Detroit, 1 for Green Bay. And we have the ball. Throw, and it's Lazard. First down. And he's down to the 4. First and goal with 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. As we are starting to blow this game wide open. Bat-to-bat drives result in a turnover for Detroit. And here's Jones. And Jones is down to the 1. Just short of the pylon. Or just short of the pylon and the goal line. 2nd and goal from the 1. This is Jones again, I'm pretty sure. It is. Up the gut for Jones. And Jones kicks it outside, and he's in. As I kicked it outside, because the middle was clogged up. And it's a touchdown. And it's 27-7. And the Packers are up by 3 touchdowns halfway through the 3rd quarter. And the extra point is good, and we're up by, like I said, 3 touchdowns halfway through the 3rd. Here we go, as we're in the driver's seat, but this game's not over until it's over. Here we go. As Jones has 2 touchdowns, this will be Nia in the end zone for a touchback. And the Lions at one point were within 7, and then a pit sits, and then a missed field goal, a pit sits, and then a fumble lost. Here's a throw, that ball's caught. 2nd and 4. Here's a throw open. Did he catch it though? He did. Hold on. I just want to confirm he caught that. Whoa! You didn't miss anything. I'm looking at this replay to see if I want to challenge. It's 2 feet. Remember, it's 2 feet in the NFL. So I got one. I only got one. They called it a catch. Do I challenge? I don't know. I'm trying to. So that foot's down. Oh no, it's not. His other foot was down when he one, his right foot, and then left foot. Okay, so his right foot was already on the ground where he caught it, and then he put the left foot down as well after he brought up the right foot. So yeah, I would have lost the timeout if I had challenged there. Here we go, fake end around. But that didn't fool anyone. It didn't fool Devondre Campbell, our defensive captain, I'm pretty sure. It was the player that does the play calling or tells his teammates on the field what the play is. So he wears the helmet where you can hear, and from the coach or from whoever's playing or whoever's calling the defense. Might be the defensive coordinator. Usually it is. It's now 3rd and 10 now. Mid third down. If they don't get a touchdown here, this game could be over. Even if they do, I think it's over because they can't play defense. Here we go. Here's Goff. That's a first down. A huge first down for the Lions. Up to midfield, basically. First down. One minute to go in the third as they're basically at midfield. Here's a throw. He had him open, but inaccurate. Set it down. There's Rodgers pumping up his offense. As there's Lazard, Jones, DeGuara, and some other players. 2nd and 10. And they're going to run it. Surprising. It's not 3rd and 7. He has still netted at 5 yards on 6 rushes. Because he's had like 4 rushes where he's lost like 4 or 5 yards. 3rd and 7. It's probably 4 out in territory if they don't did it, quite frankly. Well, it might not be now because he's sacked. Darnell Savage, and it's 4th and 14 back at the Lions 45. And looks like now they're punting it. If it was like 4th and 5, 4th and 7, they probably would have went for it. Now it's 4th and 14. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. We're up by 21. That's just for 14 in the 3rd. And it looks like they're going to go for it now. As they change their mind, nothing to lose with down 21. They gotta get to the 40-yard line, the Packers 40 for a first. Here there's a throw, and it's caught! And it's going to be just short, as he got about 13, but he needed 14, and the Panthers take over. As he was a yard short. He needed to get to the 40, and he only got to the 41. As we take over at our own 41-yard line, as we almost gave that up. But we did not. It's all that matters. And we have the ball. And now Jones. And he got about 11. He has 30 yards on 8 rushes, 2 touchdowns, and obviously Lazard has the other offensive touchdown, and then Alexander has the pick six. But yeah, this game could be as well as over here, but Rodgers got the throw away. What a throw! First and goal from the 8. What a throw by Rodgers, and what a catch by Watson. Unbelievable. As Watson will hopefully have a good season this year. Same thing for all the other Packers players, of course, like Watson, Dobbs, etc. Love as well. And here's Jones. Tried to cut it outside. I did, but he lost about a couple. As I know the difficulty is on Pro, and I know in my franchise and Fantasy Draft franchise I had the difficulty on All Pro. But I did play a game on Pro a few days ago. It was Packers-Bears, and the Packers won 35-21, so that was a close game. And this game, well, should soon be a 4-touchdown game, and it is. Touchdown Packers, and we're up by 4 touchdowns. And it's now a 4-touchdown game, as we are up by 28. Excuse me, I can't. We are up by 27, 28 pending the PAT. And we are now up by 28 officially. 4:14 to go, and we're up 35-7. yeah, I mean, I could have put the difficulty on All Pro, but also I wanted to put it on Pro, and I have played on Pro, and I have lost on Pro. So, I have lost on Pro before, but obviously that wasn't the case here today. Because I just have prevent defense out for now, or it's not prevent, but it's like laid back, which is kind of like prevent. And that's going to be in bounds, 3 yards. There's 4 minutes to go here. I mean, no point of doing anything. Yeah. I mean, I think I'm only rushing 3 at this point. Yeah, only 3 are rushing. I mean, there's all 3 guys are double teamed. One guy might be even triple teamed. But what a job by the secondary to cover everybody. And Rashawn Derry breaks through after like 10 seconds, and it's 3rd and a mile. And now we're gonna blitz here on 3rd down. But yeah, that was 3 guys rushing. All 3 guys were double teamed. But the secondary did a great job of covering everybody. Now this is a screen, and he's sacked! Kenny Clark, as he sacked Goff, it was a screen, but Goff couldn't throw the ball away. And it's 4th and 27. With under 3 minutes to go here. I might put Jordan Love in. So now this guy's punting from his own end zone. And now Nitson. And Nitson's going to be tackled eventually goes down at the 45 of the Lions. 2:35 to go here, and I'm going to tempo and shoot clock subs. I know I put Jordan Love in. It's a 67 overall, at least in this game. As well, I don't know. Well, I meant to put Jordan Love in. I put him in, but I think I might have to do it some other way. Here we go. There's a throw, and it's picked off as it's thrown right into the hands. I did not see that guy. It's Tracy Walker, the 3rd or the 2nd, and the Lions take over. As I saw, circle was open. The only problem is jumping up was the linebacker, number 21, Walker. And now the screen goes off the back of the head of the offensive lineman, and it's 2nd down and 10. So Rodgers has 2 interceptions and what? 1 touchdown only, because I think Jones is the other 3. And that's going to be an incomplete pass. And then the guy that dropped it was completely lit up. 3rd down. Yeah, I think Rodgers at 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. So, yeah, it's not good. So, there we go. 3rd down, and that ball's tossed. 4th down. I'm going to go for it, of course. Nothing to lose, down by 4 touchdowns. That'll probably take us to a 2-minute warning, and it will. 2 minutes away from the Panthers winning, as they're up 35-7 with 2 minutes remaining. So, I mean, this is not something that I'll probably still play a couple more games here in Madden 23, but all of them were off all of them will be off camera. That ball is picked off by number 6, who I don't know who this guy even is, but he picked it off down the sideline, and he's tackled at the 15. Livette. Who is that? I don't know who that is, but that's the 2nd interception for Goff. And so now it's subs, Jordan Love. So let's see if Jordan Love's in the game. And Love is in the game. 1:51 to go. Turnovers, 3 for the Lions, 2 for Green Bay. And Jones, as Love gives it to Jones. Jones, yeah, 39 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. I said 39 touchdowns. 39 yards, 3 touchdowns, and obviously Rodgers has the other touchdown, and then Alexander has the pick 6, which was on defense, obviously. Here we go. There's Jones. I'm going to put it in Love's hands now. Here we go, under a minute to go here. 38 seconds, 3rd and 4. I might go for it if I don't get the 1st down. That ball's caught, 1st down. 6 yards for Love. I'm going to hurry it up, which in real life, obviously, they would just need it out, but it's a video game. 20 seconds. I'm going to give it to Jones, and Jones is in for his 4th touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 4th touchdown, as he already had the hat trick, and now he adds 1 more. And it is 41-7, as Jones has 4 touchdowns, Rodgers has the other one, and then Alexander has the pick 6, which accounts for the last touchdown. As Love only threw 1 pass for 6 yards, and then if you think about it, and Aaron Rodgers' last throw as a Packer in real life was an interception, and in this game against the Lions, Aaron Rodgers' last throw of the game and Addis in this game. His Packers career in this game will be a interception as well. That's kind of funny. In real life it was an interception. His last throw was a Packer, and same thing for this game. Because obviously in Madden 24 he'll be on the Jets, and then the starter for Green Bay, QB1 for Green Bay will be Love, and then QB1 for New York obviously is Rodgers. Here we go, and here's a throw, ball's caught. That could be the game, as he's on top of a guy, down to the 36-yard line, as there's 8 seconds. That's going to be the game, as that is the game, and the Packers win it 42-7. As the Packers kill the Lions 42-7 here in Green Bay. As we won by 5 touchdowns. Goff isn't happy. I mean, they were in this game. It was 14-7 at one point. There's Alexander. There's Rodgers. That's the last time you guys will see him in a Packers uniform, obviously. Unless somehow in Madden 24 he's on the Packers if I trade for him or something, which I'm not going to in my Packers franchise. I'm not going to trade for Rodgers in my Packers franchise. But unless somehow in one of my other series Aaron Rodgers ends up getting traded back to the Packers, which ain't going to happen, you never know see him in a jersey like that again in Madden. You never know see him in a jersey like that in real life at all, no matter what. And in Madden you might, maybe, but I doubt it. But yeah, I'll probably play a couple more games of Play Now before Madden 24 comes out, but this is my last Madden 23 video. As we had 3 takeaways, Lions had 2, but we averaged 9.9 yards per play. I mean, we just killed them. There's Rodgers, Quay Walker, Rashawn Derry, Preston Smith, Kenny Clark, and the whole team. Well, that's all the players you saw. That's the final. 42-7 is the final. Rodgers 213, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Goff 199, no touchdowns and 2 interceptions, including the pit sits. Jones 13 carries, 46 yards. Lazard 4 receptions, 107 yards. Watson 4 receptions, 92 yards. It says it right there. That's why you might be thinking where you getting these stats from. It's because it says it right there. You can see the font right above those stats. It says it right there. So yeah. This was a 14-7 game at one point, but then after that we scored 28 unanswered to win the game 42-7, excuse me, as we scored 28 unanswered points after it was 14-7 to win the game 42-7. So yeah, this is my last Madden 23 video. As Madden 24 comes out next Friday, August 18th. As it comes out for me 9 days, for you guys it'll be about 7 or 8 days, but still it comes out next Friday. So obviously I'll be, I think they have Face the Franchise again, and then obviously they still have Franchise, and I'll still do a career mode, and like I was saying, I'll still do a career mode, a Packers franchise, Face the Franchise with Vinny J, career mode with Dash C, Packers franchise with Vinny J as the head coach, and then I will still do a Fantasy Draft franchise with Dash C as the head coach, and then obviously I'll pick the team randomly, and then the team I use, most likely I'll use it pick randomly, and then I will do the Fantasy Draft off camera. So the first episode of that series of my Madden 24 Fantasy Draft franchise series will just be week 1 against whoever my team is, and the first episode of that series will be week 1 against whatever my team's first round opponent is. So that first episode of that series on my Fantasy Draft franchise series in Madden 24 will be week 1, along with as episode 1 of Fantasy Draft franchise, and career mode will all be week 1, and then the first episode of Face the Franchise will be the beginning of Face the Franchise. Yeah, so hopefully my first few Madden 24 videos hopefully will be sometime. I'm going to Minnesota on Monday, next Monday. So from next Monday, August 14th, to the following Monday, August 21st. So I'm actually going to be in Minnesota when the game comes out. I'm going to pre-order it, so it comes here. It'll come here. Well, it'll start shipping the day it comes out, and then it'll get here. I don't know. Hopefully before I get back on the 21st. But either way, first couple Madden 24 videos should be, I don't know, get back to 21st, maybe that's 22nd, 23rd, maybe. I mean, it might be later than that because I also have other stuff going on. But either way, it'll be somewhere around August 22nd, 23rd, or like I said, somewhere around there, around the 22nd, 23rd, hopefully. But yeah, this is, like I said, last Madden 23 video. It was a great year. I won a total of 3 Super Bowls. 3? Yeah, 3 Super Bowls, 1 in franchise, 1 in career mode, and then 1 in face the franchise. So yeah, it was a great year of Madden, and now let's get to Madden 24. As it felt like just yesterday, Madden 23 came out, and now a year later, Madden 24 is coming out. I don't know who even is. I don't remember who the cover athlete even is. But Madden 24 should be fun, and I assume it will be fun. And it should be fun to play, and should be fun to film as well. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you Madden 24. If you like this episode, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandma, and grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And I'm gonna see you in episode number, I'm gonna see you in my next video here on this channel. And I'm gonna see you in my next video here on this channel. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Eat a lot of bacon and go Packers. And I'll see you in Madden 20. And I'll see you in Madden 24. See you then.